And we are live in the Maglio Gymnasium for another edition of St. Joe's basketball. This, the final regular season game for the 2022-2023 season. I'm Bachak, joined by Saketh Godore. The game is already underway, but Saketh, I feel like just real quick before we get into it, we got to talk about something that just happened. Josh Ingram dropped 33 points on Rutgers Prep and got the win over a top 10 team. I mean, he's been on an absolute tear ever since Jeremy Clayville went out. What do you think is his mindset going into these games?
I mean, obviously he had a tough couple games against St. Thomas Aquinas, and ever since then he's been on an absolute tear. Obviously, shooting-wise, there's no better player on the team mechanically, and obviously he's improved a lot as a penetrator of the basket and even passing. So, I feel like when Clayville got hurt, he really put his head down and really got to it.
And Lawrenceville is the first on the board. That's a three-pointer good for the Big Red. Just about a minute into this game, and yeah, like we said, I mean, they took down a top 10 team. Not only did they take them down, it wasn't like it was a down to the wire. They beat them by 11 points, which is just extremely impressive, especially without arguably your second or maybe even first best player in Jeremy Clayville. So, man, this team has a lot to show in the playoffs, but right now, got to try and get a dub versus Lawrenceville here. And Ingram with the tip. Josh Ingram gonna try and chase it down. Nice save by Ingram, but it goes right into the hands of Lawrenceville. Another shot by the Big Red. This one no good. David Caruso kicks out to Griffin. That pass is stolen.
So, I mean, like, Lawrenceville is just getting so many transition opportunities right now. We're kind of lucky the score is only 5-0.
Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty weird and maybe even embarrassing start you could put it for St. Joe's. Really getting the pressure put on them on defense.
Ben, I think this is the first back-to-back game of the season, back-to-back, like on back-to-back nights. So I mean, how do you prepare for that?
Oh man, I mean, they scored 73 points against Rutgers Prep yesterday, so you know that they went all out for that game. They gotta be at least a bit exhausted coming into this one. So it really could have a big impact. Maybe we see more depth for St. Joe's, but I mean, hey, we might even be seeing it. Josh Ingram with the kickball violation, but I mean, yeah, they're already down 5-0. We're only a couple minutes into the game, but still, I mean, this is a expected win for the Falcons, so they got to get cooking, and they got to get cooking quick. Jeff Williams at the top of the key, guarded by Griffin. Jacob Beckles, his shot no good.
I mean, these guys just shoot so many threes and they can't hit them. So.
But can Josh Ingram? No, he cannot. It's a rare sight, an open three missed for the senior. About 5 minutes left to go in the first now. This ball is tipped. Some nice defense here by the Big Red. Ingram kicks out to Regan. Dante Regan for three. That one no good as well.
I like how Regan's been shooting early with no hesitation. Obviously hasn't hit him, but we need shooters like that for the Falcons.
And it's great to see confidence because, I mean, he's so young. He's just a sophomore. So for him to be going out there and actually shooting the ball and not just feeling like he has to pass it because he's not the main scorer is great to see. Lawrenceville working it to the outside, now driving in.
I mean, Ben, as a sophomore, Josh Ingram used to be in that spot, spotting up in the corners, for guys like Ethan Simmons. So, I mean, like, obviously Josh Ingram was a little bit better back then, but, obviously a lot of space to develop.
This pass tipped off of Regan. Now Josh Ingram, can he get the first point for St. Joe's after 4 minutes of play? Ingram drives in, and it is a bucket for Josh Ingram. And another storyline, I mean, so many storylines with Josh Ingram. He is nearing on that banner we see hanging over there, that 1,000-point scorers. And Saketh, I mean, how long do you think it takes for him to finally reach that?
He'll be there in the next 2 games. I mean, like, I feel like it's almost like you could almost book it for him to reach that thresh mark as long as they do good in the GMCs.
Shot is missed by the Big Red, and Anthony Williams with a quick transition bucket. And looks like St. Joe's is finally going to get going here. So, hey, maybe a big lead happens, or maybe Lawrenceville keeps on fighting. Lawrenceville driving in from the right, blocked by Griffin. And that'll be also out of bounds on Griffin as Jeremy DeCaro will check in.
And Ben, Jeremy DeCaro, doesn't start, but he's arguably one of the best defenders on this team, if not the best defender on this team. He just a complete bulldog, I guess, on defensively. Completely hounds, offensive players as soon as they cross half court.
And he definitely is. And I mean, I don't think the stat is counted, especially at the high school level. But if we had a stat for every high school player and how many charges they draw, I think Jeremy DeCaro is near the top of that list. I mean, he played football. He's not afraid of taking hits, and we've seen that time and time again. Ooh, and a quick bucket for Jeb Williams. Extending their lead to 3. Josh Ingram looking for the 3. Now he's going to drive in. And there'll be a hand check call on Jacob Beckles. And so guys, we got a few D1 commits. There's an NYU commit on Lawrenceville. Jacob Beckles, our Cornell commit. Jeb Williams is a Johns Hopkins commit. So there's some serious talent for this Lawrenceville team.
Yeah, and these players, commit to some academically, prestigious schools. So, I mean, there's a lot going for them.
Oh, Jacob Beckles. Nice step back 3.
I guess that's going for him, too.
Now here's Jeremy DeCaro. Falcons down 6. 2.5 minutes left to go. Anthony Williams back over to DeCaro. Jeremy DeCaro, the bucket is good.
And he's one of those players who are red hot right now, especially from Rutgers Prep last night.
DeCaro averaging 3.9 points per game. It's already just about at that average. And there's DeCaro taking a hit, but the pass gets to the corner for Lawrenceville. No good. Ingram with the rebound. 2 minutes left to go. Josh Ingram. Passes over to his senior teammate, Anthony Williams. Jeremy DeCaro with some confidence driving in. No good. He'll kick it back out to Caruso, who can't hit his shot. Now here come the Big Red.
Oh, I mean,
missed
come
wide
on.
open layup.
Nice job, number 25.
Minute 45 left to go. Bellavia looks to check in for the Falcons as the next dead ball. Josh Ingram pump fakes the deep 3. We'll find an open man, and Williams will get fouled on the way up. And Saketh, I mean, we talk about how many points Josh Ingram has scored. He's got 27.4 points per game in the last 5 games. But if you could talk a little bit about his playmaking ability and how much he's grown throughout the years here with the Falcons.
Yeah, I mean, Ant Williams, last year especially, he was known as the, defensive juggernaut of this team. And, the role he's taken last year playing power forward mainly and now playing center, he's had to be way more physical in the paint, both offensively and defensively. A lot more screen setting, a lot less, flashing out to the three-point line. So obviously big role change, but, he's really stepped up to that this year.
Both free throws good for Anthony Williams.
Ben, I mean, if you were a coach and, one of your players smoked a layup like number 25 did, are you pulling him out the game?
It depends who missed it. If the shot is good for Jeb
That
Williams.
was a bad smoked layup.
It was. I mean, if Josh Ingram is missing a layup, obviously he's staying in the game. If another lowly role player is, maybe take him out, but confidence always plays a factor
I don't
too.
think number 25 is nearly as good as Josh Ingram, but
Bellavia in the corner. 60 seconds left to go as Ingram chalks up a 3 and it's no good. Lawrenceville with the rebound and a quick transition bucket for Jacob Beckles.
Yeah, and the team looks slightly asleep right now for the Falcons. I mean, obviously double back-to-back games, but, really poor, passes going on, a lot of turnovers, and as you see here, another fast break point for Lawrenceville.
Yeah, Ingram gets the ball.
Not due to number 25, but, just getting a lot of those.
And Josh Ingram possibly called him a charging foul right after losing the ball and giving up the fast break bucket. But said it looks like it'll be a blocking foul against Lawrenceville. St. Joe's still yet to get into the double digits. Justin Furman will check in for Lawrenceville. And to get 32 seconds left to go, no shot clock. Do you just hold it for the last shot here?
I mean, if you get a good look, you could take it. Obviously, still the first quarter, but ideally you don't want to give the ball back with 15, 20 seconds left because you can't really answer back. But I mean, if you have Josh Ingram shooting it, it's a different story.
A nice pass from Bellavia as well. So Ingram with 5 points in this one. Shot is no good for Lawrenceville. Caruso couldn't get the board. Another drive in. It'll be called Dan Bellavia on the blocking foul. Jeb Williams, nice pump fake. The mid-range is no good. Here comes Sakaro, final seconds, and chalk it up. It doesn't get up in time, so.
I don't think he realized how much time was left on the clock. But I mean, considering how many turnovers the Falcons have, being down only 4, not that bad. I mean, if you're Lawrenceville, you got to look at yourself in the mirror and think about how many opportunities you blew fast break.
Yeah, halfway through
especially number 25, that layup was crazy.
Halfway through the first quarter, Lawrenceville was looking very good. They were forcing so many awful mistakes for St. Joe's, but the Falcons came back only down 4, like you said. So it'll be interesting to see how the rest of these 3 quarters go, and we'll also be welcoming on a new member, Jack Kemler.
Yeah. I love when we are back with the start of the second quarter. St. Joe's already taken down a 4-lead loss right now, and it's a very non-physical first quarter for St. Joe's. A couple of steals not going their way. What has to change the second quarter?
Hold on. Josh shot it, and I had to take a, I thought he was gonna make it. I had to. In slow mo, it looked like it was going in.
He'll get 2 free throws there on the foul.
So, Jack, number 25 still on the court. How do you recover from smoking that layup?
I'm not a big fan of making fun of the other team because I will never be as good as them. But
you'll be better than 25, I bet. But
I don't know how you missed that. That might have been the saddest thing I've ever watched. As Big Red is good from 3.
Yeah, Jeb Williams.
First shot of the second quarter goes.
Their Hopkins commit right there. Oh, number 25 guarding Owen. Maybe he should take advantage here.
We have a double dribble on Owen Griffin as well. Get Big Red ball here. Already 7 minutes to go. Jeb Williams at the top of the key.
Jacob Beckles for 3.
No good. And we have a foul on Jeremy DeCaro. Trying to get a rebound, fighting for it.
Yeah, I mean, Jeremy DeCaro might be one of the best rebounders on the team. He just like I said earlier, he's a complete bulldog. Like even in football, he's just all over the place, everywhere. Completely make sure his presence is felt.
When you're a star running back, you're just so physical on that court. You're going to get a couple fouls. Jacob Beckles taking out the top of the key, trying to run a structured play here. Jed Williams from 3, no good. Anthony Williams will take it up for Joes. Josh Ingram looking at DeCaro. He'll pump fake it, drive, and it's good.
I mean, DeCaro, like I said, he's had a big couple games recently, especially Rutgers prep. But usually it's defense speaking, but you know, offensively he's been great.
That's Big Red will get a big and one there. But yeah, Jeremy DeCaro, with the loss of Jeremy Clayville, he's going to get more playing time, and he's really stepped into that role since his injury. And he bangs in for the full point. And that's 22-16 for Lawrenceville. 6 to go here. Josh Ingram looking to drive. Passes it out to, but we'll get a charging foul on Josh Ingram as he was trying to pass it to Jeremy DeCaro in the corner. His first of the night. Beckles feeling the pressure. Throws across court, but safely, and he's driving. And it's good.
I almost thought he smoked that layup, but you know, maybe 25 hasn't, you know,
Feels like you have to
been
hold.
contagious so far.
You have to hold your breath for this whole team layup. Jeremy DeCaro with a big drive. And it's good. What a layup from Jeremy DeCaro. We call that jelly.
Jelly DeCaro?
Yes, sir. And Big Red does it their own. Another jelly on the other side. Josh Ingram trying to do it himself. Doesn't work. DeCaro tries to keep it in bounds, but cannot. Big Red ball. And 11 is just cooking today. Another 2 drops for him. Wish I could know his name, but not today. Josh Ingram driving. Step back for mid-range, and it's good.
Why is he so good?
Way better second
Jack
quarter.
Kemler, why is he so good?
I couldn't tell you. But a way better second quarter from St. Joe's here. Still down 8 with 4:45 to go.
I'm still confused why 25 is still on the court for Big Red.
And that's a foul on Owen Griffin on the shot. Can't tell you I fully agree with that, as he was just going up, but I'm not a ref. And the first free throw's good.
I mean, the turnovers are really killing the Falcons right now.
Yeah, it feels like 6 or 7 this game already. Already 12 minutes in, so they got to cut that down. No good on the second free throw. Josh Ingram picking it up, getting doubled here. Looking for an open man. He's got David Caruso over the right. And he's stuck. Gets it back to Josh. Dante Regan in the corner. Also double teamed. And it's all the way back to Josh Ingram. He gets it to Dante Regan. And he takes a 3. No good.
He's been absolutely fearless letting it fly. He hasn't hit it yet, but you know, he's taking some good shots in high confidence.
Feels like the corner 3 has hit 3, but not tonight. And 11 on Big Red's going to take it again. Look for an ISO. Not much happening. Tries to take a step back, but blocked by Owen Griffin. And Williams fighting for the ball here. A timeout for Lawrenceville right when they gain possession. 3:37.
So Jack, what do the Falcons need to do here?
I can't really tell you. I feel like they're playing. I guess you have to play defense. The offense is really working well in the second quarter, so defense really has to stiffen up. I'm not really going to talk during timeout. So 3:37 to go in the second quarter. Star of the game today for Lawrenceville, 11 taking up the court. And he still got it. Looking for some set offense here. The Cavs' favorite player, 25 with the ball. Great block there by Josh Ingram.
That was yucky. Disgusting.
Inbounds for Lawrenceville here.
I mean, like, something about our players is that, like, even though they're not, you know, the tallest players, they have insane verticals.
They do. Their arms are very long. And David Caruso rebounds it himself. Gets the 3 to go. Eleven looking for the 3. Won't pump fake, step back. It doesn't get to go. And Josh Ingram will take it up for his Falcons. 2:38 to go in the second quarter. David Caruso getting doubled. Can't find a man. Gets to Josh Ingram.
I mean, like, Lawrenceville is trying to trap Josh Ingram in the ball handler, and then Davey Caruso is just finding these holes and 2 quick threes in like less than 30 seconds for him.
Yeah, 2 in a row threes by David Caruso. We're winding down the 2-minute mark as Jordan Beckles from 3. Air ball.
Please don't let him shoot again. Oh my gosh. I mean, is this what they do at Cornell?
Saketh not very happy with the Cornell commit.
Yeah, I think, you know. Oh, another one. Another one.
No.
Never mind.
No
He
good.
thought it was Jordan Beckles for a second.
Josh Ingram looking to start some offense here. Taking it on the baseline. Good layup
He's
there.
Strong. He's a baby.
He might not look strong, but he is
He's a
strong.
baby.
St. Joe's cuts out the lead by 4 with 1:30 to go. And from 3, way off. 2 bad threes here by the Big Red. St. Joe's really trying to get some momentum here. Owen Gifford from 3. We don't see this much. And it misses. No good. Great pass there to Beckles for 3.
Stop
No
letting
good.
Beckles shoot, please, Lawrenceville, please. This is
Kev's
bad.
second favorite
This is
player
bad.
misses another 3. And now Josh Ingram's got 50 seconds left. Still down 4. He's trying to isolate, trying to get to the Davey Caruso, but it somehow ends up with Anthony Williams, who's on the baseline. And foul. David Caruso.
Is who Jacob Beckles wishes he was, in terms of a three-point shooter, in terms of an offensive player. I mean, David Caruso is just better than this guy, and this guy's going to Cornell, so maybe David Caruso ends up going D1. We'll see.
I hope he does. Already 6 points up today. Great free throw shooter he is. And he gets the first one to go. St. Joe's down 3. 36 to go. No good on the second free
Caruso
throw.
thought he was Beckles for a second instead of Beckles thinking he was Caruso.
And charged by David Caruso.
See,
After
he's back
missing
to
a
David
free throw.
Caruso.
What a second quarter
Now
out of
he's-
David
now
Caruso.
He's Jacob Beckel superhero again.
I don't get to do this much, but my spotlight player of the second quarter is the man standing right in front of me, David Caruso.
Yeah.
7 points on the quarter. And a charge. I love
And my
charges.
not light player of the quarter is Jordan Beckles.
Josh Ingham looking up at the clock. 10 seconds to go. He's going to try to get one more to go for St. Joe's. David Caruso pump fake. And he might have been fouled there, but now the Big Red will take it for a layup. I thought he was going to dunk it.
I mean, Jacob Beckles almost dunked. Keyword almost. I mean, like, why are we that tall for no reason?
Saketh will stop talking when he comes over here and starts nearing our corner. So that'll be the end of the second quarter. We'll see you at the half. St. Joe's down Yeah, I got it.
So we're back for the second half. St. Joseph Falcons versus Lawrenceville Prep. I mean, Jack, how do you get some of these Lawrenceville players more involved in the game? Like, 25, um, Jacob Beckles, and obviously, Sanders, number 11, has been good for them. So, what do the Falcons have to do to get more in this game? As Beckles hits a three, very surprising. But yeah, Jack, what do you think the Falcons have to do to get back in this game?
They got to be more physical. I mean, we saw more towards the end of the second quarter, but I just felt like the first quarter and the first half of the second quarter, they weren't physical.
So, Beckles, wow, seems like he's actually playing good this half. A three and then an assist. I'm surprised. Maybe this is the reason he's going to Cornell next year, as Josh Ingram brings the ball up.
I think Saketh might get his autograph after this game.
Another turnover for the Falcons. Jeb Williams, John Hopkins commit.
He honestly
lays
should
it
have
up.
dunked that. When you're like 6'10", 6'11", like that, like my fellow friend Ben Chadwick.
I mean, why did Beckles just suddenly turn into Superman? He just got a block.
Good score there by St. Joseph.
Beckles drives, blocked by Ant Williams. Who is your father, Jacob Beckles?
Jeb Williams. I mean, this is a
So-
great third quarter out of him.
Bringing the ball up, Regan, top of the key. Quick pass to Williams. Rotated to Ingram. Back to Regan. And Williams drives. Fouled. He's going to go to the line for two. Oh, it's a jump ball, actually.
I love my Falcons, but and you got to be more physical there. You can't just let yourself get thrown to the ground like that. Oh
Jacob
no.
Beckles.
Oh no. Oh my God.
I'm very sorry for anything I might have said in the first half.
Saketh is gonna have to give him a formal apology after this game, because that was the greatest dunk I've ever seen this year.
What did I just watch?
And then joshing with
Oh,
a horrible
and they're back on
shot.
transition.
This momentum is not towards Joe's at all, but
Owen.
Owen Griffin might do his own. Oh.
He's fouled. Oh! Come on, 25. You're better than that. I mean, 25 has been an absolute disaster today. First that missed layup, and then that absolute horrific foul.
Yeah, it feels like he's been in the whole game, right?
Man, he's been in the whole game, yeah.
Ever since that missed layup.
Yeah, that missed layup. And if I was a coach, I'd bench him, but I don't know.
That's why we are our coaches, I feel like. But maybe we should
I
be.
feel like I'm skilled enough to be a coach.
Yeah. You know, if
No.
life doesn't work out later, you can always be a coach.
Identify talents like number 25, and I identify liabilities like Jacob Beckles, and good to go. So Owen hits one, misses the other.
Receives the pressure from the Falcons. Didn't work at all, though.
He misses a layup. I mean, this seems to be a trend for Lawrenceville, missing layups. Maybe they practice that, missing layups.
Yeah, maybe during practice, the cast they go on lines and they all just try to miss the layup.
Right.
I could see that happening.
So Owen Griffin is going to take this out. Sorry, Davey Caruso. Jeremy DeCaro checks in for Owen Griffin. Jeremy DeCaro has actually been really good this game offensively. Usually, like I said earlier in the half, he's really felt defensively, but he's been all over the place on offense too, hitting threes, pump faking, driving to the basket, getting rebounds. A little bit high of a pass for Caruso.
St.
A
Joe's
lot
really
of
needs-
turnovers.
Yeah, they really need to wake up here in the third quarter to make this a game, and it's not even close to a game right now. Down 14.
I mean, Beckles just suddenly turned into LeBron James trying to break Kareem's scoring record. I don't know what's going on.
And
A lot
a
of cherry picking though. Maybe that's what it is. I think Beckles is cherry picking a little bit. So 33, Jeb Williams puts in a layup. 4:51 left in the third quarter. Lawrenceville up by 6.
It's 2 straight layups for Jeb Williams there. Zakef loves to
Josh
see
Ingram
that.
bring the ball up the court. Ingram, what a move! What a move. I mean, that pump fake got him in the air, and he was able to finish that easily.
Yeah, finally a physical play from St. Joe's in this third quarter.
See, maybe, there needs to be note-taking on how to make layups for this Lawrenceville team. By the way, 25 checked out, infamous missed layup earlier in the game.
Of course, if we were
He's had
coaches,
an impact here tonight.
yeah, if me and Zakef were coaches, we would teach that class on how to make a layup.
Beckles brings the ball up. Puts up a 3. Oh, and first half Jacob Beckles is back.
You know the 3 was bad when he shot it and it ran for the rebound.
Yep.
Josh Ingram will get 2 free throws here.
Foul there by number 12. Josh Ingram at the free throw line is kind of automatic, and Falcons are down by 13 right now. A lot of free throws will be needing to be made if they want to get back in this game. Number 25 checks back in. 25 missed layup. That's him. Jeb Williams checks out. Ingram puts both in.
Like you said, Josh Ingram is automatic from free throws because he's automatic from 3. You take a little less feet off, and he's automatic from everywhere.
Whoa, 25. 25 thinks this is football or something. He's just pushing people around.
That's my running back right there. I don't want him hurt for the football season. These refs should have stopped that play right there.
Beckles finds. Wow. So he can miss layups, but he can make 3s, but he misses layups. It has to be practiced. Ingram pulls back a 3.
Oh.
Barely misses.
Love that play, though. The step back was absolutely nasty. He just slid there about 5 feet.
11, Sanders puts up a 3, doesn't go. Dan Bellavia over to DeCaro. DeCaro puts his shoulder down.
I might want to spotlight Dan Bellavia right there. What a block. The guy just came over and he saw left tackle, right tackle, and he threw him.
Yeah, this is slowly starting to get out of hand for the Falcons. How do they stop this Lawrenceville team?
I don't know. I feel like it has to be in the paint. The defense in the paint right now is not looking good at all.
Caro puts in the first one.
DeCaro, 11 career high last year, so looks like he's about to meet that mark, maybe pass the mark today.
Yeah, so both free throws drop. Falcons gonna start full court pressing. Trying to get some more turnovers, trying to ruffle some feathers here for Lawrenceville. Beckles with the ball.
Not much going on here for Beckles.
Puts up a 3. Lawrenceville is hitting these 3s today, and that's partly why they're up by 15 right now. They've been kind of automatic out there, especially, besides Beckles, of course.
Yeah, when you miss a couple layups, I guess the 3s have to go, right?
They have to, right? Ingram drives. Strip.
St. Joe's down 15 here with 2:16 to go. They really need to get back in this one.
Sanders. Nice steal from Dan Bellavia. Quick pass to Ant Williams. Throws it down.
And finally some electricity here from St. Joe's. What a dunk there by Anthony Williams.
That might be the spark they're looking for. 25, misses a 3. Ingram with the rebound, looking down the court. Hits Caruso. Caruso puts up a 3. Doesn't go, he gets his own rebound.
Great play there by
Little big
David
man
Caruso.
doing some dirty work, get into the free throw line.
He did the play where he knew that 3 was short, so he knew he could get the rebound. Puts it back up and gets the 2 free throws.
Yeah, so with a minute 35 left in the third quarter, Falcons really need to start getting some more points on the board like Caruso is doing right now. Caruso, first one, drains it.
Caruso with a 15 career high last year, so I think he's nearing it this game.
Yeah, I believe he's at 8 points right now. I'd have to get that checked though. Beckles with the ball. Oh, and Dan Bellavia, that's not. Beckles is a little bit scared of him, I could tell.
Kev might have been wrong on that one.
You know, it's an anomaly. That's what it is.
Very
Caro
short
misses a
3 there.
3. Minute left in the third quarter.
And I know how much Sherman
Sanders
Carr
with
works
the
out,
ball.
so he shouldn't be short on those 3s.
Rough foul.
I do want St. Joe's to be physical, but not that physical. That was way too hard right there. Would never want to see a player go down. Minute to go in this third quarter. St. Joe's still down 14. Sanders gets
Shout
both
out
to
Mason
go.
Cinca, trying to distract the free throw shooter from the Falcon flock. Raging flock we have today.
It is very live.
Very live.
You can probably hear it on the broadcast.
Josh Ingram, top of the key. Over to Caruso. Caruso puts up a 3. Drains it. That's his third 3.
I believe that is 12 today from David Caruso, if my math is correct, so he's nearing that career high. What a
Number
game
25,
today.
the infamous best player on their team.
And that is a rare bad play by Jeremy Carr on defense.
Ingram gonna try and get something here. Try and hold for the last shot with about 18 seconds left in the third quarter. Finds DeCaro in the corner. Caro over to Williams. Williams puts it up. Not able to knock it down. Beckles puts up a 3. He misses it in proper Beckles fashion. So we'll be back, start of the fourth quarter. St. Joe's 48, Lawrenceville.
intro.
Dante Regan, top of the key to start the fourth quarter. 8 minutes left to catch up for the Falcons. Ingram trying to get something going. Shifty gets to the paint, puts it up, puts it in. Josh Ingram, the most skilled player on the court today.
Looking a little bit like Jeremy Clayville. We missed his shiftiness out there, but man, that was just back and forth bucket for Josh Ingram.
Levin Sanders with the ball. He's trying to put some razzle-dazzle on the ball too. Caruso steals it. Caruso spinning around, finds DeCaro. DeCaro puts it up, puts it in, averaging around 3 points, has about 9 here today.
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned it before, and so did Jack. Nearing that career high. He has 11. That is the most he's ever had for St. Joe's. Has 9 here today.
25, Mr. Missed Layup. Number 10 puts up a 3. Great contest there by Williams. Oh, and Caruso did not turn his head to receive that pass, and Sanders was right there to deflect it.
Yeah, I don't know if I blame that as much on Caruso as I do Jeremy DeCaro there.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a great board, especially at his height, but man, I mean, that pass was just pretty inerrant if you ask me.
That was right from the page of Jacob Beckles. The Book of Beckles, that's what I'll call it.
We got the star-studded matchup here, one-on-one between Ingram and Beckles.
Beckles, he makes 1 3. That's from the Book of Ingram. Can't be anywhere found in the Book of Beckles.
Beckles averaged 24 points per game last year, rather, and man, he's getting close to that one here against St. Joe's.
Josh Ingram, left wing, finds Anthony Williams surveying. Ingram, pump fakes, puts up a 3, knocks it down.
And Saketh, if St. Joe's comes back in this game, it's gonna be by the hands of Josh Ingram.
Has to be, especially with Clayville arguably, definitely second best player, if not first best player. You know, Josh Ingram has to take a bigger workload, especially scoring. And you know, after putting up 36 points and then 33 points, you know, you just see that there's a little bit of a slump in the scoring tonight. But even still, he's still the leading scorer for this team. And
yeah.
it'll be in his hands if, Falcons come back, and he has to start doing that. Maybe we get one of those barrages from the three-point line that we saw against, Roselle Catholic a couple years ago, even yesterday. So.
It's a possibility. I mean, you mentioned these are back-to-back games, so maybe Ingram is just tired. I mean, he's averaged 27.4 points per game the last 5 games. Maybe you just got to take a breather right before GMCs.
Beckles with the ball. Thinks he's Ingram, passes it when he realizes he's not.
5.5 minutes left to go.
Ant Williams wasn't able to get to it. Gets that good hustle points that you get if you were to dive for the ball in 2K. But, didn't actually get the ball.
I think we'll get the good defensive points, though. That was a nice poke out, but just couldn't get there in time.
Teammate chemistry went up from that one.
Falcons still very much in this. Just down 10. 5.5 minutes left to go.
Pump fakes. Jeb Williams misses a 3. Williams with the rebound. Ingram now. Puts up another layup. Puts it in. Josh Ingram. Time to take over. Takeover activated.
Like I said, if St. Joe's going to come back and win this game, it's going to be at the hands of the star,
and
Josh
the
Ingram.
parents are the Falcon flock today. As rough showing for the Falcon flock. The parents are taking over that workload.
I love to see it.
Yeah, Coach Jan said it perfectly there. He's shuffling his feet, and they still gave him the ball. Should be a travel.
Coach Jan has been in the refs' faces the entire game. He even got a warning before. So, I mean, I don't blame him. It's been a pretty rough ref game, in my opinion, so far.
So Beckles happens to find a teammate. Rare occasion for him. Ingram now screen from Williams. Williams slips. Foul on number 25. Maybe one of the better contributions he's had today because, if Ingram got past that defender, he would have got into the paint. 25 finally doing something for this team.
And you wonder if that was even purposeful by Beard there for Lawrenceville, because Ingram had a clear cut path to the basket, so maybe send him to the line, hope he misses one.
I don't think it was intentional just because it was number 25, but Ingram knockdown of a free throw shooter as they come. So now the lead in single digits, first time in a long time. And it, like you said, is on the shoulders of Ingram. Ingram puts both in as we expect him to.
That's just great discipline there from the line, there from the senior. Four and a half minutes left to go.
Now hits Jeb Williams. Jeb Williams misses another three. Jeb Williams thinks he's Beckles. A lot of missed threes here for Jeb Williams.
Here comes Josh Ingram now.
Ingram gets to the basket.
Oh my gosh, so many missed shots there from Ingram.
I'm confused because the ref is standing in my way, but yeah.
I think Josh Ingram just added 3 missed shots and 3 offensive rebounds to his tally. And then Dave Caruso at the end, it looked like just caught the ball out of nowhere and just hit a really clean mid-range jumper.
Yeah, so now it's a 6-point game for the Falcons. 15-point game just a couple minutes ago. So, comeback is starting to occur, and we'll be back at the end of this timeout with the continuation. Said.
It's our gym, so.
So we're back with the last 4 minutes of the fourth quarter. Josh Ingram right now with 27 points. Reaching that 30-point game. Bellavia trapping the ball handler. You can hear him yapping in best Bellavia fashion. Caruso now brings the ball up. Screen from Williams. Getting into Bellavia. Now Ingram left wing.
And as we talk about Josh Ingram, this is quietly an incredible scoring game for him. Almost has on another. Just 3 minutes left to go for the Falcons, down 8.
Sanders now, Josh Ingram pokes it out. And he lost the ball midway in air, but he's able to draw the foul. Almost put it in for and one. And yeah, Josh Ingram now with a chance to get to 29 points, reaching that 30-point mark again. He's been on an absolute tear.
And if he made that lay, like I said, he lost the ball halfway up. Halfway up, the ball wasn't even in his hands, and he re-caught it and put it back up. Would have been one of the greatest layups I've ever seen him make this year, but fortunately couldn't go in.
And his upper core strength is remarkable. The way he's able to change direction in the air, the way he's able to finish through contact, and the way he's able to even put up a shot coming down at one point. So, great play from Ingram.
Yeah, it's just sheer athleticism and flexibility.
Ingram misses a free throw.
Failed alley-oop attempt
that's
there.
Lawrenceville basketball right there. Throw it to Casper the Friendly Ghost. Book of Beckles back in play.
And their coach is talking to him. Coach Davis is saying, hey, you guys are up 7 with 3 minutes left to go. What are we tossing alley-oops up for? We're not up 40. It's still a ball game.
Jeb Williams loses it. Bellavia jumping up and down.
Bellavia feverishly wants that ball, but they're not going to give it to him.
And you can hear Dan, when he runs up and down the court, just giggling like he's a child in a candy store.
Free real estate. That's what he's trying to get. He's trying to get into the heads of his opponents. 2:45 left to go.
So Beckles doing nothing again at the top of the key, just dribbling pointlessly. Now gets to the paint. Now to the free throw line.
And man, I mean, Saketh, you keep talking bad on his name, and every time you do that, it seems like he always does something positive for his team. I think that might be a correlation.
Hey, maybe if I say something good, he'll miss this free throw.
Well, let's try it out. How about a quick compliment?
Jacob Beckles, maybe one day you could be as good as Josh Ingram is right now.
See, it was
Makes that
backhanded.
one. Maybe it'll come into
It was
effect.
a backhanded compliment.
Okay, I'll give him an actual compliment. Jacob Beckles, I really like your sideburns.
I think he's just good. I think he's just a great basketball player.
Maybe he's taking pages out of Ingram's book.
2.5 minutes left to go. Joe's down 9.
DeCaro now puts up a 3, puts it in. Jeremy DeCaro is taking a larger role in this team with the absence of Clayville. Jeremy for Jeremy trade.
And I do believe that DeCaro has hit his career high, or at least tied it. So good on Jeremy DeCaro.
Quick steal by Williams. Easy layup. Now a 4-point game.
It's a ball game. Some people were writing St. Joe's off just a few minutes ago. Now they're down 4.
2 minutes left to go. Beckles has the ball, so St. Joe's is happy. And Williams sends that ball to Cancun. Going on vacation, just like Lawrenceville will in the playoffs.
What a block from the senior.
He has a block, couple steals, fast break points.
He's had a great defensive game.
Now Beckles dribbling pointlessly.
90 seconds left to go in the 4th.
I mean, what are we doing? Foul on Josh Ingram.
It was kind of ticky-tack. Could have been a reach and could have not been called, but they will call Ingram on the foul. I don't think he's in foul trouble whatsoever, so.
Coach Jan screaming referee Bob's first name. Frustration right now for the Falcons.
And the ref threatens Coach Cocosiello with a tech next time he speaks up. He's not been happy all day with how this game has been officiated.
Sanders now backs up. DeCaro hounding him. Oh,
that should be an and 1.
I don't know how Sanders got through that. That was some shifty stuff there.
That was a great play.
Caruso now putting up a 3. Quick rebound by Williams, puts it in. 4-point game again. 59 seconds left to go.
And
Benjamin Chadwick, are we in store for another comeback?
Another comeback and maybe even overtime, and I feel like this needs to be said even though I have a ref right in front of my face. I'm going to be as neutral as possible here. This game has been horrendously efficient.
Horrendously.
This is awful.
Absolutely.
That was the clearest
garbage.
and 1.
It was disgusting.
That was the clearest and 1 I've ever
These are
seen
the
for
most-
Lawrenceville.
Yeah, it's horrible.
I mean, he got smacked in the face, in the arm, in
Nasty.
the forearm. Nope, just a bucket, keep it moving. So,
Disgusting.
what are you going to do? 59 seconds. I know.
So, 59 seconds left to go. 4th quarter. Falcons down by 4.
Once again, give it to the hands of your superstar. But first, you got to get the ball.
Yeah, and Ben, I don't think any of us doubt who the better team is here. Falcons are easily the better team. Just a very, very slow start, with ball security, and now they're starting to bite them.
And Zaketh, I mean, barring a loss, this means absolutely nothing but just maybe a prettier record for St. Joseph. They get the win. They're set where they are in the state playoffs. They're set where they are in the GMC playoffs. So this game, almost a warm-up, if you will, for the GMCs.
Yeah,
but still,
you
would be
know,
nice to get a win.
A win would be great for team morale, but you know, a game like this really shouldn't matter too much.
This game also has the possibility of being the last one without Jeremy Clayville.
Quick trap, Jeb Williams. Now Sanders with the ball. Williams trying to trap him. Bellavia now there, trying to get the jump ball. And they're calling a foul. That was a horrible call. That's a horrible
That's
call.
a jump ball.
That's a disgusting call right there.
And man,
that is a jump ball if I've ever seen
I
one.
know Bellavia got a little physical after the whistle was blown, but that's not what they're calling. They're calling a reaching foul on Dan Bellavia, who only touched the basketball.
Coach Jan in disbelief, as am I. This might be the worst call. You don't even see the Lawrenceville coach really in a high emotion. You know, I don't think he even thinks that should have gone their way.
And Saketh, I mean, I just thought they called a foul on Bellavia, which is awful in and of itself. They called it on Williams, but now here comes Ingram.
As Mr. Rogan said, ball does not lie. Caro with the ball. Ingram now right wing.
And another dunk.
Yeah, and Beckel slams it down. Ingram now with the ball. Needs to get some points up. Puts up a three. Can't knock it down. William with the rebound. Bellavia for three. Air ball. Josh Ingram with the board. Puts it up. Going to the free throw line.
But still, I mean, Saketh, the best possible scenario for St. Joe's is being down 4 with 8 seconds left to go. This game is in the books for the Falcons.
Yeah, and like you said, Ben, I don't think this should hit the team too hard. They're playing back-to-back nights, back-to-back, you know, playing after beating a top 10 team in the state. So, you know, win or lose here, they obviously know who's the better team. It's just a matter of, you know, coming out and being able to secure the win after a gruesome night last night.
Both free throws good for Ingram, so maybe a sliver of a chance left for the Falcons.
Bellavia fouls, sends Beckles to the line. Ben, I mean, this might be the worst ref game I've seen this year.
Man, I mean, St. Joe's may have been the worst team here today, just here today, obviously, but man, these refs did not help, and they didn't help either team's case. So who knows how this game would have ended up if it was properly officiated.
You know, I will say, I use contact lenses, and if any of these refs need to be referred to a ophthalmologist, I'm more than happy to reach out and give you my guy. Understand how glasses may not be, you know, ideal for playing basketball, but you know, contacts do the job, and you know, I don't think these refs know about them yet.
And man, I mean, Saketh, like we said, this game doesn't mean much, but if this game was to decide seeding in the GMC tournament.
Yeah, Caruso puts up a three, Williams, and now Ingram.
Why not just tack on another bucket for Ingram? I mean, why don't we just focus on that? Josh Ingram, I believe over 33 points in this one. So the last 6 games now, averaging just around 29, 30 points. So Josh Ingram has been on a tear for St. Joe's.
Yeah, so that'll do it for this game. St. Joe's 73, Lawrenceville 77. We'll see you guys.